Orientation has shifted into knowing that waste can be recycled, can be upcycled, and we can generate money from it.
We usually litter our school with all kinds of trash, plastic, PET bottles, waste materials, nylon, and others. But now that they came to educate us, we have learned that when we recycle all these materials, we get new products, which we can also sell and make benefits for ourselves.
Before the Eco School project was introduced to us, personally, the way I see waste is just as good as waste. So after using something or eating this, then you trash it. And but by the time I personally underwent the Eco School project along with some of the selected students, we were reorientated, re-educated. We started seeing waste from a different perspective.
Whenever I'm done with my plastic bottles, I usually throw it away. My nylon, I just dispose it anywhere. But now, when I have the knowledge I need, I can use my nylons to do a lot of things. Even my plastic, I have used it to make ottomans and even our spoons. When I don't have our spoon, all those plastic spoons at parties and everything, I use this to make a mirror.
We usually litter our environment with waste like paper, plastic, PET bottles, and all of that. Then after the Eco Schools program, we learned that those waste can be put into use and recycled to make useful materials.
Before now, we have waste all over. For example, PET bottles, our students, even with teachers, we take some can and all of us, but we just dispose them without gaining anything from them. But here and in Eco School, it makes us to understand that we can use all those PET bottles even in order to generate money.
Initially, the students normally dispose all this waste without knowing the importance of it. The students were taught on how to manage their waste. They must not dispose it anyhow. We now create a bin for them where they normally dump their plastic waste, because plastics are not wasteful. They can be used to reproduce many other things. So as a result, these students, they were very interested in the process, and all of them started fighting to how to gather these things, plastic, and be keeping them in a particular place.
Before Eco School, when they drink, they trash it anyhow. But since Eco School program, they've been educated. We say it everywhere, we sing it, we educate them that it is not a waste. And of course, when we do practicals, they come around to see what we make out of PET bottles. Some of them, even from home, when they come in the morning, they come and meet me. Ma, PET bottles, I brought 10, I brought 5. I saw this in the class.
In many rural schools, environmental challenges are a daily reality. Limited resources, lack of awareness, and poor waste management practices have left their mark. At FABE International Foundation, we believe the inquisitiveness and creative nature of children is how we can tackle these recurring issues. It lies in education, action, and empowerment through education and hands-on workshops. Students, teachers, and their community learn to tackle these pressing issues head-on.
If the children today do not understand the issues that we already have, which they may face in the future, then it might be too hard for us. And here we are, almost 10 years after, we're still struggling, understanding what our roles should be in sustainability. Because we've learned that in 65 years to come, there will be no more topsoil. That's a very scary news. And that was how we ensured that every school must learn the skill of composting. And of course, recycling, an integral part of the Eco Schools program, really brought a lot of exciting moments. The fact that people began to understand that their plastic waste can be converted or exchanged for money, cash, or other rewards. It was really exciting for many people.
This program has really helped the students, the staff, and the management of the school. We now have proper knowledge of how we can manage the waste materials in the school through sorting, changing them into useful materials.
As an award-winning school, we are happy to welcome FABE for the Eco School program. We are happy that our students have an opportunity to learn other things apart from academics, recycling, upcycling, gardening, tree planting, and a host of other things.
My Eco School experience started in Aguda Senior Grammar School in the year 2021 when the FABE International Foundation came to the school. They did a lot of transformation in the aspect of organic farming, recycling, upcycling, tree planting, and composting. And because of the good work they did and what they showed us and what they impacted into the lives of the students and as well into my life, we were able to be one of the best school that year. I was the best outstanding eco coordinator of 2021, and I was so excited. And today, to the glory of God, Aguda Senior Grammar School has a garden that they cultivate crops which are organically planted.
If there's one keyword I can use to describe my experience, is environmental sustainability. I'm so honored and privileged to be part of Eco School NG 2024. I've learned a lot from the 5 thematic areas in the Eco School NG program: the upcycling, the composting, the recycling, the gardening, and the tree planting. I now know that waste is not a waste until it is completely wasted.
Eco School initiative is a good idea, or let me say good product to schools. At least that's widening their knowledge that so many things that they've been using as a waste can be useful to them. And with the climate changes that are happening now, with Eco School, they can, without even going to, in the olden days, you have to go to farm before you can eat. But now, even in your own house, you can eat now without stress.
Wow. I don't know about you, but after watching this amazing video, I believe FABE deserves a round of applause. Can we use our emojis to give FABE a round of applause? Amazing, amazing. Let's keep it coming. Yay. Thank you so much. Once again, I say good afternoon, distinguished guests, members, board of trustees. Thank you so much for joining us. We really, really, really appreciate you. And I say to our esteemed partners, colleagues, and friends, you are welcome to the launch, the official launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. I really do not know about you, but I'm happy about the launch. And of course, we say a big thank you to our support, that's Deloitte, for supporting us in bringing this to life. And on behalf of FABE International Foundation, I say thank you. And everyone, welcome to the launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. Now, before we start, we are going to be having our ground rules. And ground rules because we want everybody to be aware of what we are going to be taking into consideration at the launch today. Now, the first thing is microphones. Please use your microphones appropriately. And that's because we do not want disruptions when the launch is ongoing. So mute your microphone when not speaking to prevent unwanted background noise, especially when you are not actively participating in the conversations. Right. Also, use non-verbal cues like the hand gestures or reactions to engage with the conversation and show attentiveness. Yes, you really do not have to speak until it's time for you to speak. And that's because, like I said, we don't want distractions. We don't want any form of distraction. Yes. And finally, since there's a chat function, I want us to use it to share relevant information only and ask questions. When you have questions and you feel like you don't want it to get delayed, put it in the chat function and be sure that somebody is going to get to your question and we are going to respond to them. And avoid using it excessively for unrelated conversation. That is extremely important. And again, I would say thank you, and thank you. So I can see a representative from Deloitte in the house already. We recognize you, we see you. Thank you for joining us today. And also we have a representative from Free Recycle. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining. At this point, we are going to be taking our national anthem. Let's have our national anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you so much. And at this moment, we are going into the launch proper. Right now, we are going to be having our welcome address by the one and only Environment Queen, Mrs. Temitope Okunu. Mrs. Temitope Okunu, a trailblazer in environmental education, health and sustainability advocacy, is passionate about designing, developing and implementing programs that support women and young people to live and adopt a sustainable lifestyle using circular economy principles to solve the three planetary crises, fostering a zero-waste culture and championing sustainability. She stands as a driving force for environmental advocacy and education through her role as the founder of FABE International Foundation, a non-profit environmental health and sustainability organization passionate about establishing and improving an eco-conscious generation committed and dedicated to promoting climate and environmental education, conservation, restoration, sustainability, and protection of the environment by addressing the impact of climate change. FABE focuses on empowering and providing hands-on vocational skills and innovative solutions to young people and women through what we call experiential advocacy, education, and community development, whilst tackling the menace of improper disposal of waste from the source of waste generation. At the forefront of groundbreaking projects such as Eco Schools NG, Tidy Nigeria, and Waste Wise Women, Temitope's Foundation offers comprehensive programs designed to educate both teachers and students on sustainable strategies for mitigating the climate crisis and addressing environmental challenges. These initiatives have made significant strides, reaching 174 schools and positively influencing the lives of over 130,995 students. Wow. Moreover, by preventing nearly 1 million kilograms of plastic waste from polluting waterways and oceans, Temitope's efforts have yielded tangible benefits for both ecosystems and communities alike. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and partners, welcome to the podium, Mrs. Temitope Okuno. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Temitope, for that wonderful introduction. I would like to say a very big thank you to everyone that is on the call this afternoon. I see the emojis, I see all our friends, our partners. Thank you so much. Abena Baini, thank you for joining us on this official launch from Deloitte. Thank you to Henry, I think I see Ellen. Thank you, everyone. I mean, this is such a wonderful day for us at FABE. And Deloitte, thank you, everyone that has joined in this morning. I see Jackie. Wow, it's good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Onoja. Thank you, Dr. Desmond Majeko to me. Well, it's not time to thank now, but to say a very big welcome to you all. If you can hear me loud and clear, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. Distinguished sponsor, our partners, our guests, the FABE Institute of Sustainability faculty and facilitators, government, institutions, our schools, and our young eco leaders and change makers joining us from across Nigeria and across Africa. It is a true honor to welcome you all to this historic, very historic moment, which is the official launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. Today, we are excited and celebrating not only a launch of the Institute of Sustainability, but I need you to know that we are celebrating the realization of a vision that began almost 10 years ago in classrooms, in our schools in Lagos and Ogun States, in upcycled eco gardens and communities where we taught children upcycling, recycling that we are known for, circular economy skills, and that sustainability is not concepts alone. I've always told everybody that has listened to me that it is actually a doing work. It is a lifestyle. And we started teaching, climate action in schools through the Eco Schools project, sponsored for a very long time by the Aspire Promotion Trust Foundation. We dreamed of raising, a generation that understands and acts for the planet. But as we have moved from one school to another, we realized sooner that our reach was limited, limited by walls, borders, geography, sometimes limited by access, So yet, we didn't stop dreaming. We kept on dreaming and having faith that one day we would be able to scale beyond those restrictions. We knew that if we took sustainability education beyond the regular classrooms, we could reach millions of young people, women, and even communities ready to take action for our planet. And now, that dream is expanding beyond walls and borders. The FABE Institute of Sustainability is that dream come alive, an e-learning platform built to make climate literacy, circular economy, and sustainability education accessible to everyone in Nigeria and even beyond. The internet has no borders. And, it is built by Nigerians, by the FABE International Foundation, for Nigerians to help us solve the numerous global challenges locally. Because we believe that when people understand the why and the how of sustainable living, then real change begins. And the FABE Institute of Sustainability has been powered by the Deloitte Africa Climate Fund. Please, I thought by this time we should be giving Deloitte a wonderful round of applause. Put your hands together for our wonderful partner that has made this reality come to pass. The FABE Institute of Sustainability stands as Nigeria's first sustainability-focused e-learning institute, a bridge between knowledge and action, where learners can explore different courses designed by Nigerians, Africans, Nigerian experts already creating solutions in waste management, renewable energy, sustainable finance, in biodiversity, wildlife conservation, in circular economy, in green enterprises. These are the experts that you will be meeting at the FABE Institute of Sustainability. Our learning management system is work in progress because we are carefully building, carefully curating, and carefully uploading significant and relevant courses that truly reflect environmental issues and opportunities. We are building it carefully to ensure that it remains relevant, it remains practical. We've always known us as practical people, so it has to remain practical and deeply local. And we are also waiting for our DF to keep supporting us in ensuring that we deliver. To Deloitte Africa today, thank you. Thank you so much for believing in our dream, in this dream, and in investing in the power of education to build a sustainable future for us and for our generations to come. To our faculty, the faculty of the FABE Institute of Sustainability, and to our facilitators, I mean, your knowledge, your experience, your passion brings life to these old visions that we're talking about. Without you, I don't think we'll have that from today that's the launching. So thank you. To our districts, educational districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the TGPS, the Tutor General, Permanent Secretaries of the Educational District and Lagos State's Ministry of Education has been divided into. To all our desk officers, you have been of tremendous help. Thank you so much. To our institutions that are here today, all our eco leaders and eco coordinators from different schools in Lagos, in the States, and from Enugu, and some of our community members that have also joined us, where this platform that we have built will be deployed. Thank you for opening your doors to us. Thank you for opening your hearts to the future of climate learning in Nigeria. And to every participant here today, thank you. Thank you for being the reason for this. Thank you for being the reason this vision exists. My vision for the FABE Institute of Sustainability is very simple but bold: to make sustainability education accessible, relatable, actionable for every Nigerian, every young Nigerian, and of course in Africa. Because we understand that our environment is the only thing that we have. We need to protect it. The environment doesn't need protection from us. We need the protection, right? As you can see with the different challenges that the world is facing today. When we gain green skills, we transform our community. And when we learn and act together, we believe that we can build a future where people and planets can thrive in harmony. So today, I invite everyone, our dear students, educators, our professionals, change makers, sponsors, partners, to begin to register and learn and take action through the education, through the education, the online education that our platform has provided. On behalf of the Chairman Board of Trustees and the entire FABE International Foundation management and staff, I welcome you once again to the FABE Institute of Sustainability launch, where learning, its purpose, and innovation powers change that we want to see in this country and in Africa at large. Thank you so much once again. You're all welcome.
Thank you so much, Ma. It was so delightful hearing from you. And it's amazing to see the great work FABE has done and the awesome work she is still doing. I believe this is the part where everybody gives a round of applause. I know it cannot be physical, but please, let's just jam it together for CEO FABE International Foundation. Thank you so much, Ma. My journey as an environmentalist wouldn't actually be complete if I had not gotten real world experience at FABE International Foundation. So it's amazing to see this platform come to life. And yes, thank you, thank you. I see the applause. Thank you so much, everyone. Right now, we'll be having the opening remark, which will be taken by Mrs. Belinda Odeneye. Mrs. Odeneye has decades of experience in both the public service of the federal government and Lagos State Civil Service. She worked for 23 years as a scientific officer at the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Environmental Planning and Protection Division, which became Federal Environmental Protection Agency, FEPA, then Federal Ministry of Environment. She then transferred her service to Lagos State Civil Service in 2010 and was deployed to the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, Lagos State Safety Commission, and the Environmental Services Department of the Ministry of the Environment. Mrs. Belinda Aderonke Odeneye reached the height of her career when she was sworn in on August 19, 2019, as the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, Office of Environmental Services. In the course of her career, she has attended several capacity building conferences to enhance her capabilities, and such include NEBOSH, which is National Examination Board of Occupational Safety and Health, and offshore oil and gas environmental practices in Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, with another round of applause, let's welcome Mrs. Belinda Aderonke Odeneye. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I'm using two devices, so forgive me. I had to overcome the challenge by making sure that I don't get cut off. So good afternoon, all the participants, our sponsors, and the real foundation, FABE International Foundation, of which I'm glad to be a part of, to be a board member. This is a wonderful, wonderful program, and I am so excited that the barriers have been broken in terms of environmental sustainability, in terms of reimagining learning for a sustainable future. Oh, we have started well. Thank you for those who made it possible that Temitope Okunu has already thanked. But my bit here is to encourage us that we've started a great and wonderful thing. I love sustainability, and I just don't like to talk about it. I like to act it out. We have to be zero waste advocates, and we have to work it out. But we believe in training. Having been an environmental health and safety professional, you really have to be trained. So that is why this platform is wonderful. Sustainability, as we all know, is to encourage the use of whatever it is we're using now for the benefit of the future generation without jeopardizing their own opportunity to make use of it. So we're talking about greening everything. And I love the word green history. I did chemistry for my first degree in industrial chemistry, and I know that chemistry is life. So there is a lot to do in terms of making greenery and chemistry work together. We need to green up our environment. We need to take care of our environment. Why? It's already the book of God that I read. It says, take care of the environment, tend it and keep it. It's a charge and a challenge. So it is both a physical thing and a spiritual thing. So I just want us to take it very, very important. This official launch is to show that some things have been going on the ground, and we're now bringing it to the surface. We're charging all of us to use various sustainable, eco-friendly practices in our times. Right now, we should be eating from our garden. Nobody should be telling us about how to eat grain, healthy foods. You should grow your food, grow your medicine, even use natural skincare things on your skin, such as shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil. We need to start, selecting the kind of plants that we plant, especially around the house, the ones that will help us to reduce global the levels of greenhouse gases, the one that will help us to sleep better and to remove all the CO2 in the home, and make sure that we have a lot of oxygen so we can sleep better. We're talking about wellness here. Sustainability is wellness. We're talking about eco-friendly practices. And so it is an opportunity to wake up to the various R's: the reduce, reuse, recycle, restore, rot, respect. There's so much to do. To use renewable energy, to make our consumption sustainable. Are you eating? Be a zero waste advocate. Don't waste food. And when you have wastage, turn it into compost. Use it for your eco garden. Recharge groundwater. Don't concretize the entire floor. Do rainwater harvesting. These are the times where we need to conserve our natural resources. Don't concretize your floor. We should reduce the use of the likes of single-use plastic. It is not to be used at all. The level of cancer in the system, with the data that we have, it shows that we need to press forward. And what can you do? Take up those cups, use a lot of glasses, use clay pots, clay plates. Someone came to meet me and say, "Oh, is it possible to do without plastic?" And my answer is yes. That we were somewhere before we got here, so we can go back to basics and do the right thing. So I just want to appreciate this online training that is going to kick off very fast and to spread and to change the mindset of people and to make our nation better, our state better, our homes better. We need to start sorting our waste from the home. All of us here, if we start doing the right thing, we're over 68 on this platform. We can do the right thing and get even us to where we need to be. We need to walk much more than we're riding on the cars and flying in the air. We need to even use bicycles for our health and do carpool when we need to go out to places where it is really far to walk. What about public transport? We need to be involved in the community, and I love what FABE already does in terms of going different places to clean up beaches, markets, gutters in the community. All of us need to take that charge very seriously because we're Nigerians, first of all, then we're from a state, and then we live in a community. So I would encourage us to continue to green up, to take care of our environment, to conserve our natural resources. This will give us wellness. It will help us to meet our current needs while we are also not compromising the ability of the other generation, that's our future generation, our children, our grandchildren, to meet their own needs. We're talking about balancing here. There must be a balance between the environment, the social, the economic, the social, and the environmental aspect. We have to take it very seriously. Somebody mentioned climate change as we're talking. It is staring us in the face. The effect of climate change has come to stay. Either we believe in the scientific explanation, the little things that we can do, the what we call practices that are good practices. Let us individually start it, and I believe those of us on this call, if we start it, will make a difference. Let us go out there and make a difference. Well done, FABE. Well done, FIS. And I want to say thank you to our sponsors for making the dream to come true. Because it's good to dream, but if you dream and you don't have funds to bring it to action, what has that become? It is a dream come true, and we say thank you. And for us who be facilitators continually, we're there. We're happy to exchange ideas, to learn more, to rub ideas, and to also show practical issues. All these things, as I normally say, is not rocket science. We see people living in their homes having practicing zero waste. It is very doable. So after learning online, we're going to have exchange programs. You're going to see people in their gardens, how they sort out waste, how they do rainwater harvesting, composting and eating from their garden, making the food that they grow their medicine, like the herbs, oregano, lavender, and the likes of it, basil, like the king of bitters and all that. That will actually give you wellness while you are also treating the atmosphere very well by reducing the carbon dioxide and also being climate change advocate by doing the right thing. So it's about doing it right and doing it now. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you very much. FABE Foundation is super blessed to have you. And just like she has said, the change we want starts with us. Yes, reduce, reuse, recycle. And like we say at FABE, waste is not a waste until it is completely wasted. Before we move forward, I would like to recognize the presence of our distinguished guests. We have on the call with us Dr. Femi Idowu Adegoke. We also have Mrs. Banire in our midst, and also Mrs. Onotoye Oluwakemi of the Ministry of Education, District 4. They are all on the call. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Now, I'll be introducing Mrs. Grace Oyeniyi, my senior colleague at FABE International Foundation, as she takes over. Grace Oyeniyi is a multi-award winning HR professional, management faculty member, and strategic business leader with a proven track record of driving organizational growth and people transformation. She currently serves as the HR and Practice Development Director at Bloomfield Law Practice, where she leads firm-wide talent strategy, compliance, and operational excellence. She has been a dedicated sustainability advocate for over 13 years, actively volunteering with FABE to drive environmental literacy and climate positive initiatives across community. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Mrs. Grace Oyeni.
Thank you so much, Temitope. Thank you for holding this down. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening from wherever you're joining us from. I'm super, super excited to be here again. And thank you, Mommy. Thank you, our very own Mommy Odeneye, for living true to all that you teach us from time to time, for your long-standing relationship with FABE, and for all that you mean to us. And thank you for allowing us to always pluck from your garden. Thank you so much, ma'am. Right about now, we would be taking the keynote address from Deloitte Africa, our very own partner and supporter at Deloitte Africa. Deloitte Africa emphasizes a culture of social responsibility that actually extends beyond the core services that they render. They are committed to promoting societal change and environmental sustainability by working with government and non-profit organizations like FABE. We're very excited to have you amongst us, and to deliver that keynote address representing Deloitte Africa is no other person than Mrs. Abena Bini. Please pardon me if I did not pronounce the name appropriately. I apologize. So Mrs. Abena Bini is an audit and assurance partner at Deloitte Ghana. She's also the West Africa Chief Sustainability Officer. And being a chartered accountant with strong academic and professional background, Mrs. Abena is also a graduate of the University of Botswana, a fellow of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, ACCA, United Kingdom, and a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, ICA, Ghana. Everyone, please join your hands together and welcome with me the very representative of our own partner and supporter, Deloitte Africa, Mrs. Abena. You're welcome on the call.
Thank you very much, Grace, and a very warm Good afternoon to everyone across the continent. This is coming to you specially and live from Accra, Ghana. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, guests, colleagues, and friends across the continent. You'll forgive me, I have multiple screens around me. I'll try and look into the main camera. It's my utmost pleasure to be with you here today, joining you as you celebrate the launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. This is a milestone in advancing sustainability education and environmental awareness across our region. On behalf of Deloitte, I want to express how proud we are to have been part of this journey. Sustainability is something we hold very close and dear to our hearts. We believe in sustainable change, and we believe that this change begins with informed people. When individuals understand the why behind sustainability, they begin to see how their actions, inactions, daily decisions, innovations, and other activities can make a difference. When I was approached to speak on investing in climate literacy for a sustainable future, I decided to frame my thoughts around one of the most important challenges we face today, the green skills gap. Across Africa, there is growing recognition of the need to transition towards cleaner and more sustainable systems in energy, in agriculture, in transport, and indeed in finance. However, one of the biggest barriers that we have or we face to progress in this regard is that we do not yet have enough people with the skills required to make that transition, or required to make that transition at a great scale. We have enough enthusiasm, we have boundless passion, we have a lot of great ideas, but we need more people with technical, practical, and managerial expertise to turn those ideas into lasting solutions. At Deloitte, this is something that we are deeply invested in. And as a result, with FABE coming to us and trying to partner with us, because we deeply believe in this and we're invested in this, we see sustainability not just as a corporate responsibility, but a capability imperative. It demands that we equip people with knowledge and tools to thrive in a green economy. That is why our World Climate Strategy goes beyond reducing our own emissions. It is also about helping our people, our clients, and our communities in understanding climate-related issues, developing new skills, and helping them to take meaningful actions and decisions. This is exactly why the e-learning platform from FABE, Institute of Sustainability, is so important, and the reason why Deloitte was very excited to be part of this journey. It is not your regular day-to-day learning tool. It is innovative. It is an opportunity to be a multiplier. It opens doors to thousands of young Nigerians, educators, and professionals to access knowledge that was once out of their reach. It helps to connect theory to practice, awareness to skill, and passion to purpose. When we talk about building a sustainable future, we are talking about building people, people who can think critically about sustainability, about innovation, people who can be innovative locally and who can lead responsibly. Whether it is a farmer learning how to adapt to a new climate change, or it is a student designing new waste solutions, or it is a business leader in a boardroom exploring green finance. The common denominator in all of these situations, ladies and gentlemen, is knowledge. When that knowledge is inclusive and it is accessible, it becomes a powerful driver of transformation. This is the journey that we are on. At Deloitte, we want to see more of this kind of innovation, initiatives that close the green skills gap, democratizes the access to climate education, and prepares people for the jobs, industries of the future. The truth is that sustainability is not only an environmental issue, it is also an economic one. The green economy will be one of the fastest growing sectors in decades to come. And we want Africa's youth to be at the forefront of it. Not as spectators, no, definitely not, but as active participants and leaders who will cause the change we want to see. To everyone involved in bringing this platform to life, I say congratulations. Or as we say here in Ghana, Ayiko, well done. This is a forward-looking investment. It shows the kind of collaboration we need between businesses, civil society, and education to unlock Africa's sustainability potential. To the learners who will use this platform, I encourage you to take full advantage of it. Let it inspire you, challenge you, equip you to act and to be the change we all want to see. Let every step that you take you forward towards understanding and taking action and contributing to a better and more secure future for all of us now and for generations to come. Thank you once again, FABE Foundation, for all your visionary leadership, for everything that you have sought to do for the society today and into the future. Thank you for giving Deloitte the opportunity to partner with you in this sustainability journey. We are proud of what we have achieved together, and we can't wait to see what the results of this learning platform will be in Nigeria and possibly one day across the entire continent. We are truly excited. We share in your excitement and in your achievement, and we say congratulations. May the way ahead of you be greener as you chart and blaze the course. Thank you very much, and congratulations on a successful launch. Good afternoon.
Midasi. I hope I'm able to pronounce that correctly. Thank you so
Spot on,
much.
my dear, spot on.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that charging keynote address. We're lifted. And once again, we also appreciate you in return for this partnership, for this support. We are grateful, and we believe that this relationship will take us even to greater heights in closing that gap between the people and, of course, all that is necessary to know in the climate change and environmental sustainability space. Midase, once again, my sister. Thank you, Mrs. Viney. Right about now, we would be going to another important part of the official launch of FABE Institute of Sustainability. We have come to the official unveiling of the Institute itself, and this will be done by no other person than Dr. Desmond Majekodumi, the Environmental Executive Director of Lekki Urban Forest and Animal Sanctuary Initiative, Lufasi Nature Park. I think this introduction would not be complete if I do not mention how I had the privilege of meeting Dr. Majekodumi as far back as 2013, when I had the opportunity of visiting the Lufasi Park, courtesy of FABE itself. As at that time, I was already a volunteer with FABE. I started volunteering with FABE in 2012, by the way, and we had the opportunity of visiting Lufasi Park in 2013. And it was since then that I met Dr. Desmond Majekodumi, who is a Nigerian environmentalist, a radio show host, and multi-talented professional who is known for his work in conservation, agriculture, and media. He is the chairman of Lekki State Urban Forest and Animal Shelter Initiative, LUFASI, a certified experimental extension farmer, and hosts the radio show Green Hour. Mr. Majakadumi, Dr. Majakadumi is also an author, a screenwriter, singer, and filmmaker who uses his platform to educate the public on climate change and conservation. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round resounding applause, please welcome Dr. Desmond Majakadumi for the official unveiling of FABE Institute of Sustainability. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very, very much for that glowing introduction, but you missed one point out. I am officially the head plastic picker at Lufasi Park.
Oh my
Yeah, we actually need to.
Sir. You've always been.
Yeah, leadership by example is the key. No, it's indeed a tremendous honor to be here. I am so deeply touched by what is going on. This is so important, and the importance of leading a sustainability revolution is what I will call it, has been heavily emphasized just yesterday when we had this Hurricane Melissa that hit Jamaica, and the highest wind speed ever recorded on this planet, 261 kilometers per hour. Wow, highest ever recorded. And this is directly attributed to the damage that we have done to the ecosystem, to the massive amounts of pollution relentlessly pouring out into the atmosphere, upsetting the natural balance of greenhouse gases that have been there from time immemorial. So what FABE is doing with these wonderful partners, the Deloitte particularly, and I say to them, you're welcome. And I just want to wish that this launching is just the beginning, that we are now on a springboard of environmental awareness education that shall penetrate deep into the consciousness of all those that we shall come into contact with. And as we start opening up the awareness into the schools and into the education sector, this consciousness shall spread exponentially, and it shall prick the conscience of those who will understand what we're trying to do with this sustainability revolution that FABE has started here in West Africa. It is so important, because what are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about looking after the environment. Well, what is the environment? It is our life support system. And it's not just ours as adults' life support system, it's our children and our grandchildren's, our progeny's life support system. And we have the audacity to do things that are impacting against its capability of operating that life support. So once again, I say full kudos to FABE, and I decree and declare the official launching of this wonderful initiative, and God Almighty shall ensure that the initiative shall grow from strength to strength and inspire hundreds and eventually millions of people that shall be living a sustainable life. Thank you very much.
Sir, the lead plastic picker of Lufasi Park. Dr. Desmond, I do hope that you recall my face, by the way, because it's been a couple years back. I was pretty young back then when FABE was grooming all of us to be sustainable, conscious individuals that we've grown to become today. It's amazing to always see your face. Once again, thank you for all that you do with and for FABE. Thank you so much, Sam. Right about now, we would be taking the keynote speech from the special advisor to the governor of Lagos State on climate change and circular economy, Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi. She's a strategic leader in climate change and sustainable development, currently serving as the special advisor on climate change and circular economy, OCCE, to the governor of Lagos State. She is dedicated to promoting sustainable development in Lagos, Africa's fastest growing mega city, through innovative climate finance solutions and strategic partnerships. With over 20 years of experience in advertising, marketing, and public relations in Lagos and London, Titi has shifted her focus to social reform and sustainable governance. Her leadership is marked by initiatives that address social inclusion and sustainable livelihoods, including Boseko, a storytelling and PR initiative endorsed by key stakeholders, including the governor. Mrs. Oshodi is a member of the Society for Corporate Compliance and Ethics, SCCE, in the United States and the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, CIPM, in Nigeria, where she serves as Deputy Vice Chairman of the Public Policy and Advocacy Committee. She has completed courses at the Harvard Kennedy School and holds a bachelor's degree in economics from Olabisi Onabanjo University. She is a passionate advocate for youth and ethical leadership. Mrs. Oshodi focuses on character education and community empowerment. Her expertise in climate finance, the circular economy, and public-private partnerships underscores her commitment to creating sustainable cities. With a round of applause, shall we welcome the Special Advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on Climate Change and Circular Economy, Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi, for a keynote speech. Okay, before we take the special advisors speech, I have just been notified yet again, please pardon me, that we are yet to, Dr. Desmond has not completed his work. Dr. Desmond, I'll be bringing you back here to please launch the platform officially. Dr. Desmond, over to you, sir.
Welcome to FABE Institute of Sustainability. Here is a guide to register. First, you will open up your favorite browser. In the address line, type in fabeinstitute.online. Welcome to FABE Institute of Sustainability. Here, you will learn everything about sustainability. To make it easier for you, we have divided courses into 6 major categories of schools. School of General Studies, School of Circular Economy, School of Waste Management, School of Climate Change, School of Biodiversity, and School of Renewable Energy. To log in, on the top right-hand corner, you will see the login button. Click on it. The login screen will open. If you are already registered, enter your username and password. If not, click on the Create New Account button. The new account page will open. Enter the following: username, password, email address confirmation, first name, last name, city or town, select country. Ensure that all the information is correct. Then click the Create My New Account button. A confirmation email will be sent to your inbox. This is to ensure that you are who you are and for security reasons. Here is my inbox and a sample of the email you will receive. Copy the link. Open a tab on your browser and paste the link and click Enter on your keyboard. Click on the Continue button and you are all set. You will be directed to your dashboard where you will see your timeline and calendar. Congratulations! You have successfully registered on the FABE Institute of Sustainability online platform. The following are steps to register for a class. You are now logged in to your dashboard. Click on the home link, the top right-hand corner on your screen. Scroll down to view the course categories. Select a school to view the list of courses. In our case, we choose the School of Circular Economy. Scroll down to select a course of your choice. In our case, we choose Fundamentals of Sustainable Gardening. Note: you can only self-enroll in courses that are open for general enrollment. Scroll down and click on Enroll Me. You are all set to take this class.
We have just watched the platform demo of FABE Institute of Sustainability and as declared officially opened by Dr. Desmond Match Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, the official unveiling of FABE Institute of Sustainability is here and is now live. Have you registered yet? I do hope that you would follow through all of the guidance that we've just been given on how to navigate the website and begin to learn today. Congratulations, FABE. Congratulations, Deloitte. Congratulations to everyone who has been a part of this progress. So now we would take the keynote speech by the Special Advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on Climate Change and Circular Economy, Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi. With a round of applause, let us welcome Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi. We apologize for the slight break. Okay, she's up now.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests and esteemed ladies and gentlemen and partners. Let me start by congratulating the FABE Foundation on the launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. That is such a great main fit, honestly. Today is not just about launching an institute. It is about igniting an idea whose time has truly come. The FABE Institute of Sustainability is more than a building or a virtual platform. It is a movement of minds committed to reimagining how learning can lead us towards a future where progress and the planet are not in competition but in collaboration. When we talk about reimagining learning, we are talking about breaking free from outdated models that teach sustainability as theory. Instead, we're moving towards education that lives sustainability. A classroom where innovation is hands-on, where waste becomes wealth, and where learners don't just memorize climate solutions, they create them. In Lagos, this is the spirit that drives our circular economy agenda. We are building a city that doesn't merely adapt to change, but defines it. From empowering waste pickers to become entrepreneurs, to advancing eco-fashion and community recycling programs, we are proving that sustainable development is not a luxury, it is a necessity, and indeed a pathway to shared prosperity. The FABE Institute stands as a partner in this mission. It represents the bridge between knowledge and impact, where young Africans, innovators, and policy makers can meet at the intersection of ideas and implementation. This is where the next generation will learn not only what sustainability means, but how to make it work in our homes, in our cities, and our industries. So let me say this clearly. The future will belong to the societies that train their people to think sustainably. Lagos recognizes this. To this end, and we are proud to see organizations like the FABE Foundation or the FABE International Foundation leading boldly in this direction. Through the FIS, we are sowing seeds of change that will grow into solutions for energy, for waste, water, food, and livelihoods across Africa. So, we celebrate this launch. Let us remember today, sustainability is not a course. It is a culture. It is not something we learn and leave behind. It is something we live every day, in every decision, no matter how small. So I congratulate the FABE International Foundation and its visionary leadership once again for this timely innovation. May the FABE Institute of Sustainability be a beacon of knowledge, creativity, and action, shaping the generation that does not just dream of a better world, but builds it. Congratulations once again. I can't congratulate you enough. I'm so proud of you. Thank you and well done on a good job done.
Did we catch that? Sustainability is not a course, it is a culture. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi, the Special Advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on Climate Change and Circular Economy. Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we move on to the next session that we have according to our program of event today, I'd like us to do something very quickly. One of the reasons we attend events like this is to also network, to meet each other, to familiarize. You never know, you just never know your next contact that could bring that next project, that multi-billion-dollar project might just be in this launch. So I want us to very quickly, on the chat box, let's begin to introduce ourselves, say your name, where you're joining us from, what you do, and let's begin to network from there. Your name, where you're joining us from, and what you do. And of course, let us also take this moment to follow us on our social media handles. On Instagram, you will find us at FABE Nigeria Foundation. On Instagram, FABE Nigeria Foundation. And on LinkedIn, you will find us with the handle FABE International Foundation. FABE International Foundation. Follow us to learn more, to be ahead of all of the amazing opportunities, insights that we share on environmental sustainability. I take that again. On Instagram, we are FABE Nigeria Foundation. On LinkedIn, that's Instagram and Facebook. On LinkedIn, we are FABE International Foundation. Let's keep the introduction coming. Let's get to meet each other. Your name, what you do, where you're joining us from, and of course, network with somebody, meet someone, And you never know. You just never know. All right. So right about now, we're going into the panel session. And before I do that, I'd also like to welcome one of our special guests, Mr. Tawando Sango of C40. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're moving now to the panel session. And for this session, I want you to sit back, grab your jotter, grab your pen, because you would be learning as much as possible. Grab your jotter. If you don't have your jotter right now, I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. That's complete. Get your jotters, get your pen, and let's dive on this insightful, educating route together. The panel session that is titled Education for Climate Resilience, Building Skills for a Green and Circular Economy. Education for Climate Resilience, Building Skills for a Green and Circular Economy. My humble self will be moderating this panel, and I will be calling very quickly on our panelists this afternoon, our esteemed panelists. I would begin with Mrs. Rita Idehai of EcoBata, ably represented by Rachel Adebayo, Executive Assistant at EcoBata. Welcome on the call this morning. We're very excited to have you. Of course, I'm moving on to the next panelist, Mrs. Ifedola Porunsewe of Free Recycle, the very champion that turned tires to tiles. We are so excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. You're welcome. And of course, representative of Ministry of Education in the person of, just a minute, I'm trying to confirm the name right now. Okay, I would not want to take our time. I would introduce the name appropriately as we proceed. We have a representative from the Ministry of Education, and of course, a representative from the Ministry of Environment as well. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together as we welcome our panelists and as we begin to dive into the world of learning. If our panelists are ready, shall we begin? May I please crave the indulgence of our panelists to please turn on their videos so we're able to see your faces and we can drive this conversation. I see the introduction going on the group. Thank you so much for that. From Ministry of Education, we have Mrs. Onotoye Braimo. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Are we ready? Let me see the emojis. Are we ready? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much. Joining us on this panel as well is Dr. Adelopo. I'm sorry if my pronunciation, you may please correct me, sir. I sincerely, you know, Yoruba is a very vast language. It could be Adelopo or Adelopo, you know, so kindly correct me, sir. Dr. Adelopo would also be joining us all the way from University of Lagos, the University of First Choice and Nation Pride. By the way, if this is going to sound biased, I'm sorry, but I'm a proud alumna of University of Lagos. I think alongside the founder of FABE International Foundation. Isn't that amazing? Let's give it a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. And of course, from Ministry of Environment is Mrs. Monsurat Banere. Thank you so much, ma'am. We're very honored to have you join us this afternoon. So without further ado, we will get into the conversation. And I want to believe that our panelists are ready to give us all that we need to learn this afternoon. I also want to believe that everyone in this room, the participants, are ready to learn as much as possible. Like I said earlier, if you do not have your pen and jotter, you are wrong. So the first question will be directed to Mrs. Rachel Adebayo of EcoBata. Are you ready, ma'am? I'd like to hear your voice.
Yes, I am. I am.
Okay, great. It's good to hear your voice this afternoon. Right.
Thank you.
So the first question that I have for you, this afternoon we're here at the official launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. With what you do at EcoBata, you have been leaders in the recycling technology. And my question to you is, how can technology and innovation in recycling be made more accessible to schools and youth entrepreneurs? And what partnerships do you think are key to scaling the circular economy solutions across Africa?
Thank you so much, Grace. This is such a great question. And honestly, Platforms like this, FABE, are exactly where accessibility starts. If we really want to make technology and innovation in recycling more available to young people, we have to take it closer to where they are. That's in schools and communities. I personally, I'd love to see more learning platforms, innovation hubs in schools that focus specifically on circular economic ideas, spaces where students and young entrepreneurs can actually experiment, build prototypes, and learn by doing. But we also have to be realistic about the challenges. Lots of young people have ideas, but are actually struggling with funding, technical know-how, or even access to the right networks. That is why partnerships are so important. Partnerships like with development organizations, we can step in with funding and mentorship because they're so important. And institutions of learning like FABE can provide data, research support, and training. And of course, the business community, which plays a very big role. They can help turn these ideas, the circular economy ideas, these innovations into real market-ready solutions that don't just create impact, but also profit. So if we can bring all these players together, schools, businesses, development partners, and young innovators, we can build a strong ecosystem for circular economy solution across Nigeria and Africa as a whole. It's really about collaboration, access, and creating opportunities for young people to lead the change. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. I do hope that we're taking notes. I do hope that we are taking notes because as for me, I'm being loaded here. Like she said, it all begins with that access, one of which FABE is already providing to us even with this launch. Once again, please let's give it a round of applause for her, Mrs. Rachel Adebayo, Executive Assistant at EcoBata. The next question will be going to our very own representative of Lagos State Ministry of Education in person of Mrs. Onotoye Braimo, the Lagos State Ministry of Education Director, Education District 4. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. And right about now, the question that I have for you, ma'am, I would like to hear your voice before I proceed with the question.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm aware that you're also here with another of your colleagues, Mrs. Oluwakemi Oluwashanu. Am I correct? Mrs. Oluwakemi, may I?
It's the same name. It's the same name. It's a compound name.
Oh.
Onotoye Braimo is a compound name. So my first
Okay.
name is Oluwakemi.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So the best way to pronounce is Mrs. Onotoye Braimo Oluwakemi Olushanu.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity. So the question that we have for you this afternoon at this very esteemed occasion of our launch of FABE Institute of Sustainability is, how can or how has the Ministry of Education been integrating sustainability and climate resilience into the national curriculum, not just as theory, but as practical skill development to prepare young people for opportunities in the green and circular economy? You know, like they say, catch them young. Charity begins from home. So you might want to walk us through some of the things that the Ministry of Education is already doing in introducing this curriculum, in introducing sustainability and climate resilience into the national curriculum, not just as theory, but as practical. And of course, what other things do they also intend to do to ensure that this is not just something that is spoken about, but something that is in the action?
Thank you so much. I'm using this opportunity to say thank you to FABE Sustainability Institute for wonderful things they've been doing in our schools. Ministry of Education, as you all know, that Lagos State is always proactive. Our schools have been involved in so many competitions that will open our younger ones to sustainability, how we can ensure that we uphold green and circular economy. Like recently, there's a competition. It's a yearly competition that our students will be picking PET bottles, and we compared them with other schools. So the schools that do well in that competition, we make sure that there is something for them to encourage them, and this will encourage and motivate others to join. And you know, there are some other things, competitions that will ensure that they do practical competitions whereby they make use of waste to turn it to useful things that they can make use of in the society, in their various homes, even things that they can even sell to people. So we do a lot of exhibitions on this, and the Ministry of Education is trying as much as possible to see ways they can inculcate this into the curriculum, which will not only be the practicals they've been doing, the theory as well. And as time goes on, there's going to be a course on that we encourage the students. And you know, from this, it will extend to our various homes. So that is what the Lagos State is trying to do, and we are trying as much as possible to make sure that our students, they develop skills that will help them to uphold all this, to sustain it, to make sure that our environment is eco-friendly. That is what we've been trying to do as much as possible, and we have so many of our officers on ground that go to our schools to ensure that most of these things are being put in place. And thanks to the effort from your organization as well. You know, it's not something that that can be achieved alone by the Lagos State government. There must be collaboration. So we are doing this in collaboration with organizations like yours. FABE has been so wonderful in assisting us to achieve most of these things that we've been achieving in our schools. They've been inculcating skills in them, skills that can help them, the values, the abilities, the attitudes that can make them to ensure that they live in environment that is sustainable, to live in environment and support the environment that is sustainable. And also the emphasis is being laid on the benefits, not only the financial benefits, like when they did the pet bottle, there were financial benefits. Not only financial benefits, we've been opening the eyes to other benefits like their wellness and so many other things that can help them in future. And we always make them to live, to dream, and to act the 4 R's of sustainability, the 4 R's of green skills, which is reuse, reduce, recycle, and restore. And we are very much on course to that, and we continue to support your organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's beautiful to hear all that the Ministry of Education is already doing and would even still do in terms of even having a course that is specifically tailored to that. Thank you also for the open arms that we have enjoyed at District 4, at the schools under the district, where we are able to ensure that environmental sustainability programs in terms of most of our projects are being welcomed. Thank you so much, ma'am. My next question would go to our able representative from the Lagos State Ministry of Environment, Mrs. Monsurat Banire, the Director, Environmental Education Unit, Lagos State Ministry of Environment. Before I ask your question, ma'am, can we hear your voice? Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, to FABE
ma'am.
International. Good afternoon to Deloitte Africa. Dr. Maje Kodromi, good afternoon, sir. And to my boss, Mrs. Belinda Odene, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Ms. Okunu, congratulations. You are just walking the talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for that. For that, I love the smile. I love the energy that you've brought into the room. So I will now go into the question, ma'am. In what ways has the Ministry of Environment been collaborating or also intending to even collaborate further with educational institutions like FABE Institute to scale climate education and to ensure that environmental policies translate into measurable community impact and green jobs?
Thank you for the question. I'm going to digress a little bit, because if we are saying climate education is like we are limiting our scope. In the Ministry of the Ministry of the Environment, we are looking at environmental education in all entirety, in the sense that we are looking at 10 different aspects of the issues in the environment. We are looking at the climate change, we are looking at the biodiversity and conservation, we are looking at pollution, we are looking at the greenery. We have like 10 areas we are looking at. So it's all encompassing when we will talk about environmental education so that we don't limit our scopes. And to this, FABE has been part of what we have been doing. That's why she's just walking the talk. For every of these areas that we have identified in the Ministry of the Environment has been areas of challenges, and these are the ways we need to improve upon. She has walked the talk, she has taught it, she has done the practical demonstration in collaboration with the Ministry of the Environment and the Ministry of Education. So coming to sustainability, it's like she's just trying to share all this knowledge to the entire world. And I say a big congratulations again. So coming back to your question, like environmental education is all about you being aware of issues in your environment. It's about you having the knowledge. It's about you developing the right attitude to tackle those issues and the challenges you have in the environment. Then when you now develop the skills, it's like you are ready to participate. And this is entirely what environmental education is all about. And this is entirely what this School of Sustainability is trying to put forward to every one of us. So what have we done? In 2019, when my boss, Mrs. Belinda, was the PS, she brought to life a unit called Environmental Education Unit. It was entirely a new scope in Nigeria and mostly Africa, except for some countries that have started it. So we have to start developing programs. And when we sat down, we're trying to put things together. We're looking at adults, and we said, no, adults cannot change it for us. But we have people that can move mountains, and we're thinking about the children. We're thinking about the schools. We're thinking of those people that are highly impactful, and they have a way of getting to every nook and corner, every age barrier. They can break those barriers. So irrespective of your age, you have a child, you have a grandchild that will tell you, oh, grandma, you don't do it that way. Grandpa, you don't do it that way. My mom, don't do it. Uncle, my teacher said you are not supposed to do this. So when we got all these facts, we said, okay, we are going to schools. How do we go to schools? We can't do it alone. We went to Ministry of Education. We got their buy-in. We went to all the 6 educational districts. We got their buy-in. Then going to schools, what do we take to schools? We must take something that will be sustainable. We develop a manual. We call it Environmental Biz Club Manuals. And for us to have the ownership, for schools to have ownership, for students to have ownership, we decided to start grooming these kids into Environmental Biz Club experts. And we doing this, we know we don't have the personnel, we don't have the resources to do it all alone. We went to schools, we got teachers that are very committed, the eco-friendly teachers that are ready to do this. We started coaching them. We always have all these seminars, workshops to put them through the workshops and through the manuals for them to understand. We did the workshop for the students. So we're grooming them, and we're having people having interest. We have facilitators like FABE. I think she was one of the facilitators that did the upcycling with us. And it was so massive when we got all these students together. It was a statewide event, and it was like talk of town for since the last 5 years. We have been doing a lot. And when we had all this, we found out that we were grooming them and they were getting it. So we went into the entrepreneurship. FABE was still part of this. So we have been doing this. We are to try to create that awareness through the students, and we were getting it from their parents. They were taking it to homes and communities. As I speak, we have eco ambassadors in almost all the schools, almost all the communities in Lagos State. So which is more a plus for the government. And we are not even relenting on that. When we find out that we have done enough of environmental education, we are now looking at them having those skills, because it's those skills that will make them to be sustainable. It's those skills that will make them to be entrepreneur. Those skills will make them to be employers and neighbors. And we know that when it comes to green skills, the space is still open. We have not even tapped into anything. So what have we done differently? We are now trying to look at environmental education skills. We've given them the environmental knowledge. We need to communicate more. We have been doing lots of advocacy. We need to do more of interpersonal skills. Yes, we have been doing it. Most of us that have like small skills, like My PS, Mrs. Belinda, you need to get to our house. It's another mini Lufasi and NCF on its own. So we have people like this and we need to showcase them. So we have been doing a lot of interpersonal skills. We've been showing all these students. We've been training them, not just showing, they have been part of lots of competitions to exhibit most of what they do personally. And there has been reward, there has been recommendations, and most of them have been put on international space for recognition. Then we need to teach, continuous teaching, continuous facilitation. We have been doing this, we have been partnering with lots of NGOs, not just FABE. We have the likes of Exactly, we have Ben, NSBN, we have so many of them. And to add to this, we want them to be equipped with other things apart from books. You know, children, when it comes to book, not all of them are privileged or that have that interest in going to books always. We transform this into a puzzle book for them to work with, to learn all the issues, all the challenges, and all the verbs that has to do with challenges in the environment. We did not stop at this. We have our environmental biz anthem, which is a message that if you don't want to say anything, I only need to just sing that song and everybody picks their picks from there. So we have creativity and innovation. We have been doing lots of creativity and innovation. And I would like to tell you that we are not limiting our scope to just primary and secondary school. Recently, just 2 days ago, we did a maiden edition of a program that has to do with youth, that we're bringing out lots of green skills projects they have been involved in. We had 36 entries. Those 36 entries were so challenging because you won't even think our youth are lazy. You will see those skills, you will see that enthusiasm, you will see that passion in them doing all these things. So this has been part of what we do in the environment. We don't relent on our ask for every year. We always have new program coming up, and we have all these engagements. We go to communities, we go to schools, we have NGO connections, we have teachers. Our teachers, we don't even call them teachers. We call them environmental biz club handlers to know that they have more challenges than just teaching all this. So
thank you so much, ma'am.
We have adaptability and flexibility. Then the most important thing that for everybody that has been part of it, there has been great passion in what we do. And in conclusion, I would like to say this, that the essence of doing this is for us to have a sustainable environment, for our space to be safe for us to live, not just us, but the next generation, because there is no planet B. And for FABE to have done this, this is highly commendable. This is good. And for Deloitte Africa, thank you very much. And I'm telling you that we are part of this. We'll be part of what FABE has been doing and what we have been doing. So we are also a partner in this. Thank you very much. God bless you.
A round of applause. Thank you so much, Mrs. Banire. It is very obvious that the Ministry of Environment has done so much and will continue to do so much in this area of sustainability, and we are very grateful. Thank you for walking us through all of this. Before I take the next panelist, I would have to call on Dr. Onoja. Dr. Onoja, thank you so much for waiting this far. We are very grateful. We understand that you need to get into a meeting now with the president, so we would call on Dr. Onoja very quickly. To the rest of our panelists, please hold on. The round of the questions will still be served, but we'd like to quickly take Dr. Onoja for a speech before he departs, so that he's able to go and champion that conversation with the president that will continue to channel and motivate institutions like FABE to continue to do what we do in the space of environmental sustainability. Dr. Onoja, over to you, sir. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, and good afternoon. Yes, so thank you very much. Because I'm in a secured area, I'm not able to talk much, but I just want to say we at NCF, we are very proud of what Ms. Okunu and FABE International is doing, and we have partners with them, and we will continue to lend our support where necessary. And I'm glad I'm a member of the faculty, and I'm sure I will see some of you in classes and or some of you at the meetings with the faculty. So thank you very much and congratulations. We're very excited about this. All the best.
To our founding faculty, Dr. Joseph Onoja, a round of applause. We're so grateful. Thank you so much once again for staying through with us. We appreciate you, and we hope that you have a fruitful deliberation even as you leave us today. Thank you, sir. So very quickly, we'll just take one last question, which I would be directing to Dr. Adelopo of University of Lagos. Sir, please say good afternoon if you're ready for me, so that we're able to hear you. Okay, thank you so much, sir. In 2 minutes, I would like it in 1 minute. I've been getting notices of the fact that you are running behind schedule, and I understand that people as much as possible also want to learn. So my question to you is, given your experience at the intersection of academia, quality control, and environmental sustainability, how can universities like University of Lagos and institutions like FABE Institute of Sustainability partner and ensure that environmental education translates into measurable quality standards and real-world competencies, particularly in waste management and renewable energy? Please do justice to this in 1 minute, 30 seconds at the most. Thank you, sir.
Oh, wow, you are such an interesting person. Basically, what makes people overshoot their boundaries when it comes to time management. I'll try as much as possible to cut it short. I want to thank FABE for this wonderful opportunity and this giant strive. It's going to go stronger and stronger. University is the center of knowledge, and it is not meant to be a knowledge that you keep into your brain. It is not la cram, la pour, la forget. And this is the way you can turn things around by partnering with real-time institute like FABE and making a meaningful impact before your graduation. Then you can demystify what you want to contribute to the environment. A lot of people say there are no jobs. We're just starting our green furniture, and that is already creating numerous jobs. What we're saying in sense is the reality is in you, your environment. The present challenge is an opportunity and can only be turned into an opportunity when you're able to define where is the going, where is the scope, and how do I utilize it. And collaboration, synergy are the two where you define where to go and cash it right on time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being apt, sourcing, straight to the point. Collaboration and synergy, those are the key takeaways for me. Thank you so much, sir. And to the last panelist this afternoon, I'm so sorry. I sincerely say thank you, a very big thank you to our partner from Deloitte, our founding faculty members as well. Thank you for staying through with us. Very shortly, we would be taking your goodwill messages. We'll be shedding spotlight on our faculty members. Please allow me to take our last panelist for the day, for the afternoon. I hope that I have your understanding. Right, so representing Runsewe, Mrs. Runsewe would be Dumebi Okeke, the team lead at Free Recycle Limited. Please say good afternoon for us to be sure that you're here with us. Dumebi Okeke representing Mrs. Ifedola Runsewe. Are you here?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you so much for that. So very quickly, in 1 minute and 30 seconds or less, from your experience in recycling innovation, what specific technical and vocational skills should sustainability-focused institutes like FABE prioritize to equip young Africans for careers in recycling and resource recovery?
That answer is very simple. Everyone needs to learn to treat sustainability itself, or the practice of sustainability, at least from the perspective of a developing country. We need to learn to teach people to treat it as a business. At the end of the day, everything has to create value. If it is not creating value, then it's just not working out. Regardless of how noble the cause of sustainability itself is, we need to understand that it's the same pocket of investments that we are going to be looking for funds when we are coming to develop our sustainability projects. It's the same pockets we are going to, that the people who are doing tech are going to. It's the same that the people who are developing real estate are going to. So we have to come with an excellent value proposition, regardless of what it is. So right from the cradle, we shouldn't just teach people, fine, you're going to have some impacts on CO2 emissions, but you're going to be reducing waste, the volume of solid waste. Yes, all that is good, but how exactly do you tell somebody who is going to be giving you $1 million, $2 million that they are going to get their money back and getting returns? I think this is one of the core conversations that people tend to skip over. it seems like it is easier for us to ask the government or to ask private sector investors that they should just eke out a little bit of a special funding that they are going to give to green projects. But realistically, we will get to the point where we realize that it cannot go that way anymore. And then what happens? Are we going to say that we are not going to invest in sustainability anymore? Right? So I think it is really literally one of the most important things. If sustainability is a 5-year course, they should teach you how to make it a business for 6 out of those 5 years. That is really the one very, very important issue to look at.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Dumebi. Thank you so much. And for all the work that you do at Free Recycle. Thank you so much for joining us and for that insight. What I got from there is value proposition. If it's not creating value, then it's doing nothing. Thank you so much for that. Once again, I want to thank all of our panelists. I trust that we've been able to jot down one thing or the other. The same way I've been making my pen busy so far, taking notes, taking in all of this insight, even for my own personal use as I leave from here. All right, at this point, before we take question and answers, thank you so much, our panelists. Please still stay with us. We'd like you to address a few questions. We want to quickly put the spotlight on our founding facilitators, on our partner and supporter, Deloitte Africa, on all of the delegates and participants who are on the call today. Please give yourself a round of applause. All of the participants, all of the delegates who are here. To our founding facilitators, we are very grateful. We are excited that you are here with us. Very quickly, we recognize the presence of Dr. Kudirat Adeyemi of District 6, Mr. Latif Olatunji Olanrewaju of District 4, Mr. Neobong of Lafarge. Thank you so much. We're very excited to have you here. It is an honor, and we do not take it for granted. So I will be handing over to my colleague, Temitope, to channel us through the spotlights that we are to share on our founding facilitators, for those that we have their goodwill messages as we receive them before we then proceed to question and answers. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. If you've had an amazing time so far, can you please just use that icon to give us a thumbs up? Thank you. I can see the icons already. Yay! It shows that we are having an amazing time this afternoon. So right now we are going to be having the spotlight on our founding facilitators. Please sit back and enjoy.
Hello, my dear people. I am Desmond Maja Kodumi, the founder and CEO of Lufasi Nature Park, where I'm also the chief gardener and head plastic picker. Many people also
Okay, we apologize for that. While the video is being worked upon, can we? Okay, if you have questions, please drop them in the chat box. Oh yeah, the video is back up. Thank you. Let's enjoy.
Hello, my dear people. I am Desmond Maja Kodumi, the founder and CEO of Lufasi Nature Park, where I'm also the chief gardener and head plastic picker. Many people also refer to me as an avowed creation carer because I have been promoting this particular cause for many decades now in order that we can be able to prevent ourselves slipping over a tipping point that shall lead us towards a destruction of this wonderful miracle of creation. And the only way we're going to be able to prevent ourselves from doing this is have a renewal of our minds, that we can be effectively living in a sustainable way. This is why I'm particularly excited selected to be a facilitator with the FABE Institute for Sustainability that has been backed by Deloitte.
My name is Belinda Aderonke. I'm a retired environmentalist. I retired as Permanent Secretary, Ministry of the Environment, Lagos State. I started my career some 38 years ago as an environmental scientist with the Federal Ministry of Works then, the Environmental Planning and Protection Division of the Federal. Now what do? I'm an eco gardener, an environmentalist. I'm practicing what I've been preaching. I'm practicing what I learned.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to announce that I'm part of the faculty of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. Join me as I take the course on climate change and biodiversity. I hope to see you there. Take care and all the best. Congratulations to FABE Institute of Sustainability. Cheers.
Hello everyone, my name is Rita Idehai and I'm the founder and CEO of EcoBata, one of Nigeria's leading recycling and circular economy company. We build innovative systems to collect, tokenize and transform otherwise waste materials into new products, including West Africa's first ever reverse vending machine. And that's why I have the absolute pleasure to be leading this conversation on recycling and technology. You see, across Nigerian communities, thousands, if not millions of waste materials, I'm talking plastic bottles, beverage can, paper, cartons are disposed every day. We see them as waste material when they can easily be collected and transformed into raw materials to boost our local industries. But the problem is Nigeria's recycling and waste collection infrastructure is heavily fragmented. We don't know who is collecting what, we don't know who is processing what, or who is even producing what. And that's why the role of technology in advancing recycling in Nigeria cannot be overstated. So join me in this course to talk about waste generation in Nigeria, the role of technology, the business models that can scale when you're talking recycling and technology. Thank you.
My name is Taiwo Adewale, and I'm the co-founder of WasteSwap and country manager for EcoCycle Plastic. I'm passionate about sustainable waste management and recycling. I've spent the last 20 years helping communities and young people to build sustainable solutions. I'm truly excited to be one of the founding facilitator at the FABE Institute for Sustainability, which is being sponsored by Deloitte, where I'll be teaching on waste management and recycling and other related matters. Together, we will explore how local action in Nigeria can drive real impact and shape global sustainability outcome. I'm so excited to learn, share, and grow with you. Congratulations, FABE International Foundation. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Femi Idowu Adegoke. I'm an environmental and sustainability management expert. I was privileged and honored to take the FABE Institute students on advancing environmental sustainability in Nigeria, the policy frameworks, implementation challenges, innovation, and pathways for green future. It was a very, very interesting time. Thank you, FABE, and I wish you all the best.
Hello, Nigeria. My name is Israel Kenyenka. I'm the founder and creative director of Exoza Purpose. My area of focus is on zero waste innovation and circular economy. And I'm more than excited to be part of the founding facilitators at the FABE Institute of Sustainability, sponsored by Deloitte, where I will be teaching on how to lead climate action in schools. I can't wait to see how local actions in Nigeria can help drive global impact. I want to see a big congratulations to FABE International Foundation for this landmark initiative. Thank you very much.
Our faculties are ready. We are grateful. We are grateful. We are grateful. Temitope, could you confirm if we've taken the very last one so we could move very quickly to question and answers?
Yes, we have.
All right, thank you so much. So this, I believe that the short break that we have have given us the opportunity to put together our questions. So from the panel session that we have had, if you had any question at all, could you please drop them in the chat box? And if you would prefer to ask your question directly, kindly use the raise your hand icon so that we could beckon you to be able to ask your question. I want to believe that we've been able to put those questions together. Okay, we have a question from Akuak Peter. Peter, you may please unmute your mic and ask your question. Kindly make it as brief as possible. 30 seconds. Thank you.
Good afternoon and congratulations to FABE Institute of Sustainability. I am joining you from South Sudan. And my question is about partnership and affiliations that you may already have with organizations such as IOSH and then OSHA and the NEBO. So, short and brief. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I'll be calling on Dr. Adelopo to answer this question, particularly because it's based on partnerships. Over to you, sir. Dr. Adelopo, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you, sir. Okay, we can't seem to hear Dr. Adelopo at this time. Let me quickly call on Jumebi Okeke. Are you able to do justice to Mr. Peter's question? Of course, I trust so. Hi, Jumebi.
Hello, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you so much. There's been a question on partnership. I don't know if you got that question or you would like Mr. Akwak to repeat his question.
Please, I would like you to repeat it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Akwak, Mr. Peter, could you please repeat your question?
Okay, I was asking if you have any relationship with the organizations like IOSH and then OSHA and NEBO. These organizations that provide certifications in sustainability and environmental management.
Yes. I know that we have NEBOSH and IOSH certifications. We got them for operational health and safety, usually around those considerations. But if there are any specific other ones that you're leading towards, you could just mention them, and I can. Well, the ones I know about are the ones I can answer for.
Okay, thank you very
so
much.
much.
Sorry, just a small follow-up question on the courses. Are they free for everyone, or there are some that are being paid? So I did not visit the site yet, but I just wanted to confirm this. And then what are the levels? Are they just professional continuing development courses, or we have like bachelors, we have like masters, or things like that? Thank you.
Most of them are just operational. There's 2 or 3 levels. There's the occupational, the occupational and supervisory, sorry. But I'm not sure we have any. I know that we have a health and safety guy, but I'm not exactly sure. I know he's certified, but whether it's to a master's or a bachelor's degree, I can't really answer for that.
Mr. Akwak, thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you, Mr. Okeke. We're grateful. Mr. Akwak, thank you for your questions as well. Once again, if you would also like us to shed even more light, particularly regarding the institutes that we have just launched today, you could also reach out to us directly on any of our handles, particularly on LinkedIn. I want to believe that you're joining from Ghana, right?
No, sorry, I'm joining from South Sudan.
Oh, South Sudan. Spotlight. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Akwak. So if there are further ways you want us to take those questions further, we'll be willing to engage. Thank you so much once again. I have a question in the comment box that says from Amaka Francesca. She says the first panelist spoke about building the right networks, but most of the community on environmental sustainability are concentrated in Lagos and Abuja. It has been a struggle for me to find and connect with people in Delta State. I think I want to call on the founder to provide maybe a response to this. I understand that the network is growing across states in Nigeria, even outside Nigeria. But I would leave it to her to do justice to this. Ma'am, Francesca is asking, what can we do in order to ensure that regarding environmental sustainability, people are able to still connect even within the shores of Delta? Mrs. Okokunu, can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Miss Ma'am, we can hear you now.
Okay. So I wanted to read the question. The first one is building the right network, but most of them are we talking? Okay. Are you talking about people connection, or I'm not sure about
Exactly,
this
ma'am.
people
Exactly, ma'am.
connection? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so so that is why we are grateful for this platform, and we're able to extend the education, sustainability education to everywhere across Nigeria. And anything that is online is actually global, so there's no border actually. So it's not just in Nigeria, in Africa, but all over the world you can access the sustainability platform. But then again, how do you connect? So when we have or when you begin to interact with the platform, we have a program called the Eco Leaders, where you can become a fellow of the institute, and becoming a fellow of the institute ensures that you are able to connect with each other wherever you are. So take for example, you are in Delta, there would definitely be other people in Delta State that have also taken a course or two, you know, in the FABE Institute of Sustainability platform. And then you can connect, you can do projects together, you can work on the project together. And the most beautiful thing about this is that, FABE relies and concentrates majorly um, on people, volunteers, interns, even the Youth Service Corps has joined us now. So we have this group of connects, of network, of people working together. So I don't think it would be a big issue, in ensuring that you can get people to connect with. Because yes, I feel your pain. I have connected with someone in Calabar before and has to come to Lagos to see us. And I told him that you're not going to go to Calabar empty. You're going to learn some of the skills that we have here at FABE, and you take it to Calabar. We went to Calabar, we did some skills there, I think in 2018. And today he has an institute. He has um, several programs he's working with, the Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Education. So this is how we connect, and we're able to also connect anytime we are in the States. We connect with each other and ensure that we are growing amazingly and of course sustainably. So I hope that answers your question, Amaka Francisca. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, ma'am. It is borderless. That is what I got from there. Borderless. We can find a way when there is a will. So finally, we'll just take the question. If Quack is trying to confirm if the certificates that are issued by FABE Institute of Sustainability is recognized internationally. If the certificate that is issued, rather, by FABE Institute of Sustainability is recognized internationally. I would like the founder to also answer that question, or any of our founding facilitators.
I wish Dr. Majakudumi is still here so he can
Right
answer
here.
the question. But then again, I would do justice to that question. So we just started the institute, and it is our wish, and this is what we intend to achieve. The fact that you'll be able to take the certificate of the institute anywhere and be recognized, just like other institutes are being recognized. So this is doctor is here. Dr. Majekodun.
Please continue. You're doing good justice to the
All
question.
right, thank you very much. So this is how we want the institute to build, and we can't build alone. We can't build in isolation. You have to register, you have to take the class, you have to do justice to the courses that you have attended. You know, so take for example, you're attending a secular economics school, for example. I need you to be able to give us feedback. Oh, I took this class. This is what I'm doing now. I have somebody on the call. Israel is in the US at the moment. Israel served at FABE International Foundation for 3 years or more, and is still serving, if not that he traveled out. He traveled out and replicated what he learned at FABE. In fact, before he went to the US, in Nigeria here, he built his own enterprise. He built his social enterprise and he was selling, he was making money, and he's able to fund himself to study masters in environmental management in the USA. So these are the kind of collaboration we're seeking from everybody on this call. And I know that our moderator is still going to call on we have another. If you wait to the end of the program, anyway, there's something. Don't let me let the cat out of the bag.
Out of the bag. Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that for now. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing justice to that question. As much as I would love us to take more questions, we will now have to draw a curtain on our question and answers. For some of the questions that are still in the chat box right now, we will try as much as possible to reply you with the responses to your questions. Thank you so much for staying through with us. I will now be handing over to my able colleague, Temi Tokwe. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I believe we've had an amazing time together so far. If yes, please can I see your emojis popping on the screen? You know I'm big on that. Let's have those emojis popping on the screen right now. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, we are moving quickly to the next activity for the day, where our guests and facilitators will share their goodwill remarks. In no particular order, I'm going to be starting with Dr. Desmond Majekodun. Thank you. Can we have you for your goodwill remark? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Just listening for the last 2 hours has been so encouraging. And this is in alignment with the most fundamental law of our universe, which is the law that action will beget reaction. This is reflected in all our major scriptures. In the Holy Bible, it's the law of retribution. In the Holy Quran, it's kifara. In the Bhagavad Gita, it's karma. But me as a farmer, and I know that most of you have planted many things, what you sow is what you reap. And with nature, there's no there's no grace matter. you get what you sow. And so it's so important to really push this as much as we can, because as I alluded to earlier, and as I'm sure some of you are very much aware, we're reaching a very critical point now, whereby we have sown too much destruction into nature's life support systems, and we will receive back a very catastrophic consequence, especially for our children. And I'm very hopeful. I'm very encouraged. It's interesting that a lot of the people here are women, and I'm not surprised because therein lies the repositories of genuine, deep compassion, particularly love for the children. It's not that we men too, we love our children, but it's a different matter when it comes to the mothers. So again, I just want to encourage all of us. Let's take this to the next level. Let's expand the consciousness of the utmost necessity to live in harmony with nature, to live sustainably. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Desmond. We really appreciate you. So moving on quickly, we are going to be having the goodwill remark from Dr. Mrs. Kudirat Adeyemi. Please, ma'am, you can speak now. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Not really, ma. It's quite faint. There is a background noise.
Actually, I'm in a program. I'm in a program as I speak to you, but I must quickly deliver message given to me by the secretary on District 6. Can you hear me as I speak?
Yes, you can, ma.
You can. Okay. Further, I will stand on the already established protocol. I wouldn't want to start taking protocol from Dr. Majakodomi, Mrs. Belinda Odeneye, and other doctors that they've spoken earlier. Well, let me quickly run through her goodwill message. I'm so sorry. In a program as I speak to you, it's an environmental program to WASH, that's water, sanitation, and hygiene, that emphasize on the SDG 6. So I'll take her message. On behalf of the Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 6, Mrs. Yusuf Mojisola, I am delighted to convey warm greetings and hearty congratulations to the organizers and partners of the official launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. The Tutor General Permanent Secretary commends this visionary initiative, which comes at a time when the globe is placing greater emphasis on sustainable practices, environmental stewardship, and responsible development. The establishment of this institute is indeed a timely response to the growing need for education, research, and collaborations in building a more resilient and sustainable society. Sustainability is not just change, it is collective responsibility. It calls for continuous learning, innovation, and commitment across all sectors, not only in the education. The Tutor General Permanent Secretary therefore recognizes and appreciates the role of FABE Institute as its foundation for better education. Institute will play in fostering knowledge, inspiring practical solutions in the area of upcycling, recycling, and gardening, which they are doing and which I believe they are still doing. I can speak that for FABE International. And nurturing the next generations of sustainability champions. On this note, I extend on behalf of the General Permanent Secretary best wishes for a successful launch and fruitful operations of the FABE Institute. May this platform continue to drive meaningfully. May this platform continue to drive meaningful action and partnerships for the good of our environment, our communities, and our future generations. On this note, I say congratulations once again and thank you. So this is from my Tutor General Permanent Secretary. But let me quickly speak or say one or two things about FABE International. Mrs. Temitope, which I normally call Dr. Temitope Okoni, I say big congratulations to you. And I tender my apology for not being able to join you when you started the program. Like I said, I'm already fixed for an engagement, which I am right in now as I speak to you. But you are a great and a true partner when it comes to environmental sustainability in education sector, especially in Education District 6. So that's why I took it upon myself that yes, I just have to, be on this launch and say one or two things. Pardon me that I couldn't say much for now, but once again, I say congratulations to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So very quickly, we are going to be having Miss Inihobong from Lafarge to give us a good remark. You can speak now, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm really happy to be here. I'm very excited to be part of this program. And, what Dr. Kudirat said is so profound and so true because we've worked with Lafarge, with FABE Foundation Lafarge, as one of our trusted partners in the circular economy, waste to wealth initiatives, and seeing what they are able to do today. And this is a 10-year vision. Bringing it to life today, we couldn't be any prouder. And it's not just me personally, but anyone that wants to FABE Foundation will always testify to the efficiency. You can give FABE a project to do, and you are rest assured that she's going to deliver. She's my best partner in terms of circular economy waste to wealth. She knows that anytime, and I'm proud to have her, do this with us. With us, yes, of course, and with everyone here. So congratulations once more to FABE and to Deloitte and all their amazing partners. We know that this is the start of something great. I looked at some of the things you plan to do for women. It's really good that you are giving back and you continue to give back and you have been consistent over the years. And for that, I say congratulations. And yes, we are Lafarge. We are here to support you and to work with you. So yes, congratulations once again.
Thank you so much, Ms. Niobong. I really appreciate it. And on behalf of the FABE International Foundation, we say thank you. Thank you so much. And finally, we are going to be having Mr. Lateef Olatunji from the Ministry of Education District 4 give his good remark. Thank you. Mr. Lateef Olatunji, please, sir. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. You already dropped his remark in the chat box. So thank you so much. With that, we've ended the goodwill remark. And right now, I'm going to be handing over to another senior colleague of mine, Mrs. Bukola Titiloye.
One more
she
person.
takes over for the next thing.
All right, thank you so much, Temitope, for the amazing work you've been doing. Thank you very, very much. Before I take the vote of thanks, I would like to take one more goodwill message before we continue. All right, so we'll be taking goodwill message from the Green Fingers Initiative. Green Fingers Initiative, kindly confirm you are on the call. Oh yes, I can see you. You can unmute yourself and talk.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chinedu from the Green Fingers Wildlife Initiative. And I've been listening now for some time, although I've been going a bit off and on, but seeing everything and hearing everything that is being planned within this institute is really mind-blowing. I've been working with FABE now for about 12 years. I think almost 12 years since we started, even when we started, far back as when we started. And I've seen the consistency, I have seen the growth, I have seen the how Mrs. Okunu has moved with the energy, with the passion, with the zeal, and seeing this where you are now at the center stage of sustainability here, not only now in Nigeria, but now on the global stage, it's quite a mind-blowing thing to see. And I'm grateful to God for giving you that zeal, that strength, and that vision for this feat here. And I know it's not just going to be the end. This is just the beginning of greater things. I'm always grateful for your support. I'm always grateful for your presence. I'm always grateful for everything that you do and how we work together. And I believe it's only going to go upward and upward. Thank you. This is an amazing initiative. It's a wonderful one. It's going to change climate education in Nigeria for good. It's going to change sustainability in Nigeria for good. And this is what we want to see as conservationists, as environmental protectors and environmental guardians. This is what we want to see. And thank you for taking the helm of this. And we definitely look forward to, and we definitely look forward to working more and more to make this goal a success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Green Fingers. We'll have one more goodwill message. Let's just listen in. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ifedola Poroshewe, the founder of Free Recycle. I'm excited to be here with you today, and I'd like to first start by congratulating the FABE team on the launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability. More now than ever, the need for skilled leaders in the circular economy and climate action space has never been greater. And I would just like to applaud your commitment to empowering a new generation with the education as well as the practical tools that are required to drive innovation and, to help them also become effective change makers that the world needs. And I'm excited as well to be one of the facilitators, to be a member of the faculty. May this launch be the first in a long and impactful journey.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Ifedola Forusewe in absentia. Thank you. We really appreciate that goodwill message. All right, right about now, we'll be having a vote of thanks, and I'll be taking that. Distinguished guests, esteemed partners, and facilitator, our honored participants, it's been an amazing 2 hours invested into the beds of history. You can agree with me. On behalf of the FABE International Foundation, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of us for making this moment possible. To our esteemed guests, thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence. Your support and encouragement means the world to us. To all participants, your enthusiasm and willingness to embrace this new technology are a testament to your commitment to growth and development. We are confident that this platform will be a valuable resource for you, and we look forward to seeing the impact it will make on our organization and also on the world at large. As we embark on this new journey, we recognize that this is just the beginning. We continue to work together to ensure that this platform meets our needs and exceeds our expectation. Once again, thank you for your support, participation, and contribution. Let us harness the power of this platform to learn, grow, and achieve excellence together. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I'll now hand over to the CEO for her vote of thanks. Before we take that, sorry about that, I will just take a picture, a photo session now. Can we all turn on our cameras? Yes, let's turn on our videos for picture section. All right, please ensure your pictures are on. I don't want to start calling names now. Please turn on your cameras. Yes, Mrs. Okuno, I can't see you.
Really?
I'm here.
Oh, your camera is not on, ma'am.
Can you see me now? I'm here.
Oh, yes, I can see you now. I
Okay.
can see you, Progress. I can see you. In your bunk, your camera is not on. Sheminore. Yeah, if you can put up a smile now. Yeah. All right, thank you, everyone. Mrs. Okunu, I don't know if you have one or two things to say before we draw the curtain.
I think Ini just joined the call now. So we
I
can
just
take
put
the Can you hear me? Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a wonderful, you would agree with me that it's been a wonderful 2 hours. Thank you to our wonderful sponsor, our supporter, our partner, Deloitte. Abena, I didn't know you were still here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ellen and Jackie, I saw you both. Thank you so much, Henry, Joseph, all the team at Deloitte. Thank you so much, Dr. Majek Kodumi. Always a delight to see you supporting us. Since for almost how many years now, Doctor? Closing up on 20 years. Thank you
Many
so
more to
much.
come. Many more to come.
Oh, amen. Amen. And may you live longer to witness many more innovations in Nigeria, in Africa, and globally at work at last. Mrs. Odeneye, my super BOT. Teritope, what is happening? I'm running on beck and call. Thank you so much for all that you have always done as well. God bless you for helping us to, charge the way forward. And on behalf of the chairman of this foundation, FABE International Foundation, I say a very big thank you to
Thank
everyone that
you.
has joined us on this call. Thank you
Well
so much.
done.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you,
Well
Lafarge, for
done.
supporting us, ACT Foundation, the Coca-Cola Foundation. Thank you, District 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Please say my love to the TGPS. Thank you for this for so much work you're doing, supporting the work that we do at FABE International Foundation. The Lagos State Ministry of Education is an integral part of what we do at the foundation, and the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. Mrs. Banire was here earlier. Thank you so much. Is the director at Environmental Education Unit at the Ministry of Environment. I really want to thank Mrs. Onotoye as well. Thank you so much. I mean, I got to speak to you just 2 days ago, or was it just yesterday? And you are here on this call. Thank you to all our amazing partners. I see my auntie, Shola Alamutu. God bless you. My auntie of forever, 20 years plus going. She is the founder of Children and the Environment. Thank you to all our eco leaders. Green Fingers. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma, for always supporting us at FAIR. Green Fingers Initiative, thank you for so much work that you do. I was surprised when you said we've known each other for like 13 years. Wow, how time flies. I mean, how time flies. Thank you so much to all the eco leaders on the call, all our eco coordinators. Mrs. Ayeni, I see you, I spot you. Thank you so much to some of our students that has also joined to be on the call. I can't finish saying thank you. God bless you all. I wish you all the best. Mujisola, thank you. I didn't know you were on this call. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. The launch of the FABE Institute of Sustainability has finally opened. So you guys can actually log in and begin to enroll. We have few classes online right now. We have few classes up. Try and look at it. Study, and I wish you all the best. We'll meet at the top. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Ma. It's been an amazing, amazing lunch. Thank you so much for the work you do at FABE International Foundation. We love you, Queen Faber.
Thank you. I love you too. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's the love, it's the love, it's the love.
Thank you,
It's
Ma.
the love.
Thank you, Ma. We love you,
Thank
Ma.
you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very
God
much, ma.
bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. Hakeem, thank you. Mrs. Ayani, I see your hands. God bless you all.
Congratulations, Ma.
Thank you.
God
Thank you.
bless you. Bye, my people.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Mrs. Odeneye.
Congratulations, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, Mommy. Bye.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Don't forget about the institute. So go into the institute, log in, and begin to take your favorite courses. It's life now. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Onoto Yolua Kemi. My regards to the TGPS. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Abiola.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
All right. Bye for now.
Goodbye, Dr. Okuno.